Hello guys, and welcome to this Doctor Who DVD review. Yes, this was in fact a requested video. This was requested by Doctor Whovian, so thank you for the request. It's been a very long time since I've done a DVD review, I believe. I have no idea what the last one I did was, but if you know, then comment down below, or I might just even check myself, which will probably be the easiest way. So yes, Doctor Whovian asked me to review The Ambassadors of Death, and I thought, tell you what, I will get around to reviewing this as soon as possible, but it's been a bit of a while since he asked me, and I'm sorry about the long wait. But yes, I'm glad you asked me to review it, because it is an absolutely brilliant story, but it's probably my least favourite from Season 7, but that's not to say it's bad, because, like I said, it's absolutely fantastic. But I'm going to go on to reasons why I really love it later. But first, I'm going to take you through the box and what's inside and what's available on the discs. So we have The Ambassadors of Death, Doctor Who, 3 ambassadors, John Pertwee. A lot of people have picked this up, but I don't know if you've noticed. I think his eyes are a bit wonky. Whether or not that was actually, the actual pose he was doing, or the people who photoshopped this together made a bit of a mistake, but I'm not that bothered about it, because it still looks like a brilliant cover. We have this really nice little grey effect there, and it just looks really good, and it's a 2-disc set, PG, and we have the John Pertwee years, 1970 to 1974. You have the side, it's quite a nice yellow banner. We've got pictures on the story. There's only about 3 pictures, so we've got the blurb and a bunch, like a huge bunch of special features. So I'll just read you the blurb. This is by David Whittaker, Malcolm Hulke and Trevor Ray, so it's written by 3 people, but all are great writers. But yeah, something has gone seriously wrong with Mars Probe 7. With no contact from the astronauts since the rocket started its return journey from Mars, Space Control is now extremely worried about the fate of the crew. A rescue mission recovers something, but what is it? Whatever is it? It certainly isn't human. To find out what has happened to the astronauts, the Doctor must head into space without the TARDIS. Because obviously, in this point of John Pertwee's tenure, obviously he's been exiled to Earth, and therefore his TARDIS is, not operational at the moment, if that's the right term. So yeah, I'll go through the special features. We have commentary with actors Caroline John, Liz Shaw, Nicholas Courtney Brigadier, Peter Halliday, Alien Voices, and Jeffrey Beavers, Private Johnson. Director Michael Ferguson, script editor Terence Dix, stunt coordinator Derek Ware, and stunt performers by Roy Scammell and Derek Martin. Moderated by Toby Haddock, Mars Probe 7, with Michael Making of Ambassadors of Death, casting crew look back on the making of the story. Yeah, I've basically read the wrong bit there. With Michael Ferguson, Terence Dix, Derek Ware, Roy Scammell, and assistant floor manager Margaret Hayo. I don't know how to pronounce that. Tomorrow's Times, the Third Doctor, the ongoing series looking at the press coverage of Doctor Who reaches the John Pertwee's presented by John Pertwee, the John Pertwee era, presented by Peter Purves. Trailer for the original BBC trailers for the story, Radio Times listings, DVD-ROM, programme subtitles, production information subtitles, photo gallery, coming soon trailer, digitally remastered picture and sound quality. This was originally broadcasted on the 21st of March to the 2nd of May 1970. So yes, it contains mild violence and threat. Inside we have some really good looking discs and the booklet. So yeah, really nice discs there. I believe this was a 2012 release, or 2013, I think it's probably a 2012, because there were some really good releases that year. 2012, like Claws of Axos and other releases. But yes, the reason why I really like this story, I think it's really nicely paced. I know some people may argue, in saying that, oh, actually, it's quite slow, but it is in places. But even so, it's brilliant. It does get a bit repetitive in some episodes. They keep going back and keep getting captured. It's been a while since I've actually watched it, but what I can remember of it, it's a brilliant story. There's a really good cliffhanger when Liz Shaw is running from a couple of thugs who are trying to kidnap her, and she's running across this sort of, don't know what you call it. It's like a floodplain or whatever it is. Basically like a little waterfall. It's quite dangerous. There's one near my area actually, and she basically falls off this like bridge thing and hangs on for her life, and that's where the cliffhanger ends. But obviously you can tell it's a stunt coordinator. So much. I mean, Liz Shaw does get a lot to do in this because she's quite an intelligent companion, and she's great. Just overall a really good story. John Pertwee is brilliant in it. The unit are great. Just some really great moments, really memorable moments, because obviously season 7 is a lot of 7-parters, with the only one that isn't, which is Spearhead from Space, which is another very good story. Season 7 for me is one of my favourite Doctor Who seasons or series, but I think it's actually called Seasons, even though that's kind of like an American thing. But season 7 is absolutely great. My favourite story from that season, maybe Doctor Who and the Silurians, or actually no, Inferno. Yeah, Inferno is my favourite story from that season. But this story is still good, but in my view, it's probably... Yes, I think Bessie is featured an awful lot. Not that it's a bad thing; it's a great thing, because Bessie, well, you gotta love Bessie. As for the ambassadors themselves, they are quite convincing, which is sort of the main, big thing. You have to make your aliens convincing. But the ambassadors themselves, they look very, very cool. Just really, really good. There's some quite good effects, really nice model work, and generally, I really like this story. It's you may want to take a break in between certain bits, not any bits in particular, but just bits where you feel that I can't watch anymore. But Ambassadors is a wonderful story. I recommend it if you want to boost up your John Pertwee collection. It's a nice addition. I wouldn't say it's one of his bad stories, because I haven't really seen any bad John Pertwee stories yet, because he's my favourite Doctor, and I can't really say, oh, there's a bad story of his that I've watched and I don't like, because I haven't watched any bad stories yet. But yeah, highly recommended you pick this up. A very good story. My overall rating for it will probably be, I'm going to say an 8 out of 10. I think that's quite a reasonable rating, or 7.5, one of those. But yeah, so comment down below your thoughts about the story if you've watched it. But if you haven't watched it, then I don't see what you're waiting for. Go out and buy it. It's brilliant. And yeah, that's all I have to say about this story. Sorry, this review isn't anything of good standard. It's just that I'm really tired today, but I really want to get this review done so I can upload it tomorrow. But you'll probably watched it then, so a bit of a cough there. Okay, so thanks for watching. Comment down below a review that you want me to review. I've reviewed mostly all of my DVDs. I'll put like a list in the comment section of stories that I haven't yet reviewed, with the DVD. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.